Hello Guardians, we are back with the Legend of Lost Sector, and then I will also do a master run on the Quarry. So champions are barrier and unstoppable, pretty common for Cabal. The burn this time is Void, a little bit of a wrench into things. Shields are Solar and Void. So I'm going to go through the Legend one first, and then the Master one afterwards, so you guys can jump into which one you're looking forward to seeing. I'm using an Unstoppable Scout, and then Anti-Barrier Pulse just kind of keeps it simple. Pointed Inquiry, you can get adaptive munitions, so you can take advantage of that Void burn for longer. If you've got a crafted one, you can do that. Otherwise, I know a lot of people are probably going to see the Staccato dropping. See if you got one of those hanging around. That's also probably going to work fairly well for your Scout option. Pulse Rifle, anything up here, Syncopation's probably going to work pretty well. You've probably got one of those crafted somewhere in a vault, so that's probably an easy one. And then we always do want to match our heavy to the burn. So I've got just a rocket launcher here, Red Herring. I do have field prep on it. So that one's just going to allow me to get a couple more in reserves. Not a bad thing, so you don't actually have to put the perk on there for reserves. But if you do, you can get up to 10. Make sure you got scavengers and ammo finders for whatever heavy you're using. You could do Death Singer would probably be fantastic in there, actually. Death Bringer, not Death Singer. If you've got a pretty solid machine gun, if you're brave with a sword, I don't know if I would advise that one. If you've even got a threaded needle, the linear fusion rifle, all of those would work, but I know it's not stuff everybody has. So I'm trying to keep with some basic stuff here as we jump in. So let me go Legend first on this one, and then I'll kind of see how that one goes, and then we'll jump forward to a master run after that. All right, so when you kick it off, you're going to have a few ads right here. And Scout Rifle him down. You are going to have an Unstoppable that kind of marches his way up the hill, depending on how much you creep forward. He'll be coming up. There you go. You can stun him. Wait for a good stun on him. Kind of nice and simple. Switch over. I don't have tracking on this one, so I just got to make sure it hits. He's pretty low, though, so I should be able to probably get him finished if I push down here a little bit. Save my ammo. Makes life a little easier. And I apparently got some ammo back. Oh, I'm on Void. I am on my Void subclass. I was like, why? And again, now with the Void Scout Rifle, you're going to be able to take care of these guys. Like, why did I go invisible after finisher? But if you do finish a champion, that invisible on the finisher will help you. I am on my Titan, so I'm going to be getting a little bit of help there. Save that explosive barrel for one of those times where you can probably kill a few of those enemies in groups as well. If you see them collected around, it's going to speed things along a little bit. Got a straggler here. You can have a few ads charging up your way. But again, the Solar or the Void Scout is going to put in a good amount of work. I was like, I knew he's back here somewhere. There you go. Watch the radar since you at least have it for a change. Now, with that explosive barrel, what you can do is try and pull a couple of the ads forward. If anybody charges up the hill at you, you're usually going to have a Scion in here. Barrier Champion's the big one to watch out for. But if you're worried about that thing blowing up, just shoot it, and you won't have to worry about it blowing up in your face if an ad comes at you. Now, one thing you can do is if that explosive barrel plays nice back there, you can use that to kind of push him along. And remember, on Legend, when you get him close to that like first third of health, you'll be able to take him down. Bad time to have to reload. So if that's the case, theoretically I could fire, but I might be a little more cautious, just kind of poke him with my pulse rifle a little bit. Bad time to have to reload, so this is just going to kind of ruin everything here. See how much my rocket does that way. Almost all of it, actually, yeah. If you get him down to that 6, then you stun him. Decent rocket launcher should probably get that kill. Push forward. You are going to have this guy right here, so I'll usually throw my melee just to annoy this guy a little bit. Nice thing about gladiators, if you get him even to about halfway, they're kind of like the Vex guys. The Vex Harpies with the walk-on legs that I can't think of right now. Anyway. You can finish them earlier than some enemies. So what I would do here is try and find these Scions, but don't peek out that far. Because your goal is to try and get that champion to pop up there. Now, Scion may not play nice. Maybe you will. But if you go much farther than this, you're going to get a barrier champion up there. And you want to make sure you're ready to kill him. So now's a good time to reload. Honestly, if you get to a point where you can stand up, he's probably going to spawn. So it depends on how aggressive you want to be. Push forward a little bit, you'll see him spawn up there. And just be ready for him to throw up his shield. And then as we kind of tested before, that's pretty much going to kill him. Now, nice time to throw a grenade in there. I am going to use my... Now, my Pointed Inquiry has adaptive munitions, hence why I'm using a Void Scout Rifle. But if yours does not have adaptive munitions, then not going to be doing you too much good on that Solar Shield. And that is the thing about this boss. That Solar Shield makes it to where you really do have to have some way to manage him. You got a couple ads off to the sides. So be careful about those. I do have some rockets and unstable essences on, so I'm going to try and take advantage of that. Probably won't do too much if I don't break the shield, hence why you do want to break that shield if you can. That was just a complete and total whiff, but perk of... See, again, I'm trying to get all aggressive with my unstable energy, and then I kind of mess it up. So this guy's going to go in phases. So once you break the shield, be ready to try and get that shot off. It's going to count for a massive chunk, but when you do that, you're going to pull a champion once you get him below about a third. That champion's going to be unstoppable, so I would pull back. You can throw a grenade to be annoying, which is fun to do, but... Use those explosive barrels. There's our champion. I got him stunned, barely just in time. Try and hit him enough to get the finisher off while I'm behind cover. Using this corner to your benefit really is going to help you. And again, that void finisher is a nice thing to use. I didn't exactly take advantage of the shield break there, but trying my best there. Trying to get him to stay still, but sometimes he does not want to play nice. If you get him down to about the final third, he's going to march up the hill, which on master difficulty you'll probably want to do. But down here, he's not really too bad, especially with like solar and void resistance on, which you can get pretty easily. Thank you, jerk. Why did you get back part of your shield? There's about 90k down. Now I got my little Scion over here. Now I pushed him with enough damage, he's going to actually go up top now. I was about 5 minutes on the last one. We're almost done here too. So it's pretty consistent, probably about a 5-minute legend run. Not too bad. Make sure you, if you don't kill him, if you kill him so fast that other champion doesn't come out, you may have a bit of an issue there. If you do break that shield though, be ready for a nice pop. Can't believe that shield comes back, like, it oddly comes back crazy fast for some reason. There. That'll kill him by the time I get up the hill. Looking about 5.5 minutes. Gonna be a somewhat consistent run. And that is legend difficulty. Should be platinum rewards. No reason it's not. And let's go outside, and then now we will do master. But that's the basic run. A couple champions. Use your scout. If you have pointed inquiry and you can get adaptive munitions on it, cool. If not, solar scout's going to work just as well. But you do need that consistent void damage most of the time. The solar shield is the boss, though. So it's kind of this toss-up as well. So let's go do master, and then we'll wrap it up. Alright, so now we go into master difficulty. Everything basically will be the same. We're likely to see more champions. I'll be curious how many shields we have with regards to the void shields, because those are the main ones. Honestly, maybe on master difficulty, we'll see if the solar is more frequent, but here we go. Alright, so when you start, same thing, kind of stay back here, take out the ads early that will kind of come at you. Be ready, that unstoppable champion will be coming. Now, if you ever get to a point with a champion where you're kind of getting in a bit of a pickle, when they come out of their stun, if you're out of line of sight, they won't be nearly as chargy at you. So you can use that to your benefit. Still going to hit really hard with that one, though, so that's actually pretty nice. I'm going to be a little more aggressive back here because he won't typically charge all the way up this hill, but I got to be able to get to where I can shoot him. Not the best angle on this tank back here. I will go a little more cautious on master. We're going to see if we can do a solo flawless one here just to get this box checked since I haven't done it quite yet. And if you get to where you can finish him, just know that you've got to get a little aggressive on the push and then go right for the finish. Yeah, doing this on void with the invisible finisher is not a bad way to go. Now remember, on master difficulty, that shield is going to pop up much sooner. So just be aware of that. I tend to throw a grenade down there just to try and watch for the dogs, but they will come marching up this hill at you, so just be aware. You don't want a dog marching up the side while you're trying to take out a barrier champion. It does tend to ruin things a little bit. I would reload the rocket before you get to champion mode. Now your goal is to find the champion and get him to push for that shield. And then hit him down. That's going to take care of most of it. Try and keep enough in the chamber so you got enough to stun him. And then we're going to roll down for the finish. Now, when you get down on this level, you are going to have more ad spawn, so if you feel like you got to pull back, remember, use the entire space. You can always retreat a little bit, get yourself to a little bit of safety, make your life a little simpler. You don't have to push up generally on these, except the final room, you do get into a bit of a tight squeeze, so you can play a little more cautious there. Now, I didn't kill one of these guys. There we go. He's hanging around the corner. That will definitely ruin you a little bit if he catches you with just a shield slam to the side of your face. So be careful about that one. Now, coming around the corner, you will have a bit more in this room for sure than we did on Legend. Barrier champion still will be in here, but there's likely an unstoppable as well that's going to march up. You just got to go find him. That or he comes up a little later, but there's a barrier champion somewhere up there. One way to piss him off. You gonna remember that 6th of health? Pull that shield out. Bad time to reload. Now, barriers are one of the ones you can usually probably hit as long as you're ready. I cannot believe I whiffed. I shot it through his, like, armpit. That was just magically cute. There we go. That'll keep him busy for a little bit. That reload was pretty fortunate on the timing that it barely was able to take him out. Now, when he goes down, you are going to get some more ads. As soon as you venture down here, just wait. There you go. Champion has appeared. You're going to get more. Unstoppable is going to be around the corner waiting on you. I'm going to try and conserve a little of my heavy ammo at this point. Just because I know I've also got some other ads coming at me, so I'm just going to try and play line of sight with him. And remember, about 50% you can finish the gladiator, so use that to your advantage. I'm going to use grenades for the time being, just to try and cook him down just a little bit. If I get a heavy book to drop, I will absolutely do it the other way around, but I'm just not lucky on the heavy ammo right now. Going into that final room, there's just some stuff that you need to cook quickly, especially when it comes to those barrier champions. This is definitely slower, but it's more reliable with the ammo. So sometimes you just gotta make, if you're swimming in heavy ammo bricks, yeah, sure, go crazy with it. But you just gotta make kind of the call of how conservative you need to be with your ammo, depending on how it's dropping. If I'm just swimming in bricks, yeah, I'll use it like on every guy. Once you get it low enough, speed up the process, we'll get a finisher here on him. Now I got a brick. Perfect. This is actually a good time for it too. Okay, so in here, same as before, we're going to have a few scions. If you don't go into the room, you don't spawn the barrier champions, but you don't want to go far enough forward, you spawn anything else. And then seeing that heavy brick drop means I can unload a lot of rockets up top corner. So now we're going to have 2 barrier champions up there. That's the difficult part. So what you're going to want to do is make sure stunning weapon is ready. Or I should say breaking weapon is ready, because it's barriers, so you got to break the shield. But your goal is probably almost to bounce your pulses between the two, because if you can stun them together, there we go. All right, let's see how this goes. If nothing else, you'll want to focus on one, but not walk too far forward. Use this brick as cover when they pop up. Again, try and get that stun. Now, I went for the takeout. That worked out because I saw heavy ammo brick drop. There should be a second one. There he is. You want to kill these 2 before you go any farther into the room. This is crucial to help this whole process go a little smoother. Now, I have heavy ammo bricks, so I'm being very, very heavy with the heavy use, but that's a goal. So, okay, I got heavy ammo bricks to drop. You're still going to have the same ads over here. These guys are just going to hurt more now. So this now is where if you can push the boss up higher, that's going to work out in your benefit. So the more shots you can get on him when he's sitting still, it's going to be a nice thing to do. But, unfortunately, I'm getting quite unlucky on this. Now, using your healing is probably going to be, if you feel more comfortable on solar and you feel like you can get better healing done that way, do it that way. And pick up some rockets since I know I've got them. Again, you can get unlucky on heavy. Maybe it's just a point where you're just so unlucky on heavy ammo, you got to go back and try it again. That's okay too. Don't worry about that. Now, that nightmare brick is going to, or the unstable essence is going to be helpful if it doesn't roll away on me. Now, I can use a grenade to probably break his shield and then get a good chunk of damage on him. He stands still for 5 seconds. He is annoying. Now, you're going to be starting to get quite a few unstoppable champions. So if you need to pull back, now's your time to do that. Now, I'm going to go run back in this hole back here. I'm going to try and reset those guys, refill my ammo a little bit. I've got ammo in the room, but if I'm trying to do this flawlessly, it gets to be a little spicy. Now, this guy can literally shoot his toes. And this is one of those moments. If you're going for a solo flawless in this one, it is quite difficult because of the tight quarters. So using this little space actually is not a terrible option. So this is why I'm trying to do this solo flawless. Haven't done it before. And stuff hurts. And again, this guy, I'm just trying to take out what I can because they just light this up. Now, are they going to be walking in front of this tunnel all that often? No, but if you hang back far enough, you can get an angle on them. Even if I'm just shooting him in the kneecap, I really don't care as long as he dies. There we go. He is down. Not exciting, but he is down. Now, yeah, the unstable essence is nice to have, but it's the void stuff that hurts you more than the solar on this one. Solar fire hurts, but the other one's going to hurt a little more. Now, he is just beyond annoying. Let's try to thread that needle up there. Something probably got hit back there. I'm not entirely sure what. I'm going to have to see if that was successful or not. Again, this is the solo flawless method. You could go in there with a super, probably be a little better off. If you've got a Nova Bomb, if you've got Spectral Blades or a Tether, you're going to be doing great. As a Titan, I don't have the greatest of options, and everything just wants to light up this tunnel. There we go. So that Nightmare guy is down, which is good. It's just less stuff coming in here, which helps. Every so often, you just got to retreat. Yeah, this dude is just so annoying. Alright, I want you to just die. Thanks. Alright, so he is done. I want the Nightmare Legionary just because he's getting those little arching shots at me. I want him done. I'm going to pop out a little bit, get a bit more aggressive in here. But yeah, if you're trying to go flawless in here, that's probably about how it's going to go. But if you got a super like a Nova Bomb, oh, you're going to be able to do so much work. Spectral, or not Spectral, Mobius Quiver and those type of ones now as well. Those are going to be great. Now, if I can use that grenade to get a decent shot off on the boss, that would be fantastic if he would just ever lose his shield. And then stand still. Chunk of damage, not as much as I would like. Problem with my super. Well, you other classes are going to be able to do this a lot better. That was trying to lead the target. I kind of did. That likely should push him up the hill. Which hopefully if it does, it means I can grab some of this ammo that I can't really get to when he's standing on it. Alright, so I got an engram. I got a brick down here. Same principle's going to apply. Break the shield and finish him up. But at this point, you shouldn't have any more adds. So now you just got to find a place to where you can comfortably break his shield. If he does go airborne, it's actually not a bad thing. Because you can probably get him standing still in the air and get a solid shot on him. And that'll do it. So 10.5 minutes versus 5.5 minutes. Master is definitely going to be longer, and that room flawlessly is no joke. But that is a solo flawless run on the Quarry on Master difficulty. That also was a legend for you guys. Let's get back to the surface, and we'll kind of wrap up a couple high points. All right, so that wraps up the Quarry. You can see on Master, they almost double the champions in a lot of places, so that's the main difference. The shield being solar on the boss is a little frustrating because you always have to have solar in some way. Or adaptive munitions on a Void Scout kind of works. Gives you bonus damage on other places. So it's really up to you. Solar Scout Rifle for the boss is just going to be very consistently breakable. If not, adaptive munitions on Void gives you a little bonus damage in other places. Just make sure you're heavy as Void so you can get those big chunk hits when you want them. Whatever heavy you want to use, have fun with it and enjoy. If you enjoyed the guide, drop a like below. If you just want to say hello in the comments or you got a build that you enjoy using, drop that in the comments for others as well. If you want to find me on Twitch or Twitter, it is Ebontis, but right here on YouTube, if you'll hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell. Helps me out, also helps my videos make it to you. And other than that, YouTube members and Patreon subs, thanks for the extra support. I'll see you soon.